Hello, Dojo. Welcome back to the Crazy Pokemon Soul Silver version 123. Yes, I got past that guy. I went back and fought him anyway. So what I was going to do is take that last 8 minutes off of the last segment and apply it to the story of this, but I was like, no, that's just going to come out way too weird. Might as well just split in half. I did. I'm going to have a counter up starting with this video as to how many times my team misses, since I forgot to edit that in. If I'm not going to have it on the video, it'll probably be in the comments. But anyway, we already got one on the counter. I mean, this is a pretty big change from the Pokemon we've been fighting, isn't it? By the way, I still don't know if it's possible to get cut before beating the gym. Oh, here's a new Pokemon. Allow me to introduce to you Sandshrew. I've mentioned it before, but we haven't really seen it yet. Sandshrew is incredibly cute. Not really. It is kind of, though. It's the opposite of an Ekans. I think I've already done a bio for Sandshrew. If I haven't already, I'll go over it next time I start doing a bunch of those. But they're ground types, and they're not really all that useful in battle. I'll show you why in a bit, because we'll be getting to Goldenrod City in this segment, and there is a lot of stuff to do in Goldenrod. But, anyway, so, this guy isn't really that powerful. He's just nothing to worry about. Anyway. But yeah, this route is very easy. The trainers here get really annoying, but other than that, nothing really important here. There is one thing that's very important on this route. And I'm going to do something out here that counteracts, or not counteracts, but balances out with that. So it is something I can do, and I kind of want to do. Alright, this is Drowsy. It's probably going to be the first psychic type you come across in this game if you don't go bother and go looking for a Slowpoke. Okay. I'll be back. Wow, I really knocked that camera around. What the? I must not have noticed that damage earlier, because I don't remember seeing that. Oh, there's a Pokemon I want to catch out in the grass here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it because it's incredibly rare. And all these Drowsies constantly getting away. Oh, they have insomnia, or they have, forewarn. That's it. That was the other one. Yeah, I should have remembered it, because it's kept screwing me over in Explore the Sky. I don't know where that went. But that wouldn't be good for me to play because bomb screen, and that's not going to work out. Because I'm not going to be able to get a good position for top screen recording on this. I mean, just, my DS is so screwed up. That's clearly not what I'm wanting. Don't. You're seriously going to do this to me, camera? Focus, and then I... Mother Puspa! What? Where's it? Alright, if you... Oh! This is a very well-known Pokemon, I don't know how. But this is Abra. And they are well-known for using Teleport. Should you be able to move faster than one? They are a pain in the butt to try to capture. You do have to evolve them to their final form by trading. And there are just so many issues with using an Abra, it's unreal. Nevertheless, it is possible. Alright, this is Snubbull, normal type. Evolves to Granbull, I think around level 40. I could be totally wrong on that. Usually have Intimidate for their ability. Granbull otherwise would have Quick Feet. Now I don't remember if that's how it works with Snubbull or not. I don't know how that thing can be called cute. I honestly have no clue how that could be called cute. Granbull is supposedly timid. You'd never guess it based on its looks. But this Pokemon is a pain in the butt on so many levels. I don't even know how many times I've missed. I'll go over it in recording. I may just actually have a counter up. Like all those times I failed on the Bryson recording. You rotten turd. Just when I thought his attack couldn't get out. I hate that thing so much. Like, at least Pikachu is cute in my book. Yes, even I can admit Pikachu being cute. Compared to that, just about anything else. Except for Spinarak, I don't think there's anything more hideous and terrifying than Spinarak. I am the earth. Ha. Slow. I'm tired. I've been working a lot. Would someone mind telling me how the heck that thing is still alive? Ugh. Video game. Because it does. You don't need a better reason. Alright, what do you got to say? You were calling me, thank you. Well, we're on our way. You know what, let's actually take a look. Yeah, Hexus, you're going in the front. Oh, man! Okay. Just for purposes, I'm going to show off Headbutt. It's got overworld animation, too, so... All these have somewhat overworld animations, so... it can be useful. And hey! First time I actually find Pokemon on the first attempt. Oh man. Pineco, bug-type Pokemon, evolves to Fortress at level 40. And Fortress is a bug steel type. Under normal circumstances, I would not worry about getting this Pokemon, because it is just another Pokemon that is capable of destroying itself. But I'm going to try to capture it because... Ooh, that may be good. The reason I'm going to try to capture is if you get to level 40, you can obtain an easy Beldum. And, what should I use? Let's use a Great Ball. We'll get to. I should point out I do not intend on using this Pokemon on the team. I probably should show the walking sprites of all the Pokemon I've used so far. All I've got so far, anyway. So, Pineco is a gag Pokemon in many ways to, at least in my thinking, Pineco is a gag Pokemon because it's just an explosion. Like, that's another Pokemon that uses explosion. And Mankey! Mankey and Primeape you will find in Heart Gold, you will find Meowth in Persian and Soul Silver. Mankey is a fighting type pig monkey Pokemon. And honestly, I have no idea what the purpose of a Mankey is. I think it's just to be a pain in the butt. But, you know, whatever. Personally, I prefer Meowth because Meowth can have a pretty good use. What can Meowth do? It is a normal type cat Pokemon. And what use does Meowth have, you actually are asking me? It is the only Pokemon that can learn the move Payday. Up till Gen 5. Well, okay. Post Generation 1, pre-Gen 5, so anywhere from 2 to 4, the only Pokemon that could actually learn Payday in the games was Meowth. And for those of you who don't know what Payday is, it is a normal type move at 40 power. And because you have the Technician ability on Meowth, that's going to be powered up, because it is, I think, weaker moves. But I could be totally wrong on that. I think it just powers up your weaker moves. Okay. So let's just show what Pineco looks like since he's sitting here at 1 HP. This is a walking Pineco. Impressed? I don't know how you are. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to put Crikey in the front if I can actually click the buttons. You're able to heal up in this building, but the problem is, you get interrupted before you come close enough. Oh, hey. What? What the heck are you talking about? Not as good at raising Pokemon as that old guy? Is that old fart? Just totally denies that. And that works both ways, but anyway. What exactly do these people do? That's actually a serious question, and the serious answer is something you'll find out in a second. Wait for it. This is actually really good. Yeah, and sometimes it actually is good to call Lara, see if something interesting happens with a certain Pokemon on a certain route. But, and that works in cities too, but anyway. Don't you dare say anything. And it's like Meryl just decides he's going to emphasize it or whatever. But anyway. So... what exactly are the point of these people, you must be asking? Yeah, I got another Ekans. I named it Snake? Snake? I've got that to trade in exchange for the Cyndaquil. I hope that bird isn't watching. I'm gonna leave Pineco in there. No. I'm gonna leave Pineco in there, let him level up a couple times. But that is the daycare. You can leave 2 Pokemon in the same egg group there, and they will leave an egg, and you can go pick up an egg at some point. But the one you actually want to talk to more often than not if you want to check the eggs, rather than the levels, is you want to call the daycare man as opposed to the daycare lady, because I'm going to avoid all these trainers. The daycare lady just tells you how strong your Pokemon have gotten, in a sense. Anyway. So, welcome to Goldenrod City. I will go back and fight those trainers. Just give me a bit. By the way, policemen, if you want to fight them, you'll have to wait for night to roll around, because it's the only time you can fight a policeman. I don't know why. Criminals definitely are at work in the daytime, too. But before we do that, you're probably wondering what this guy was doing there last time. I don't know if I said it, but that's exactly what he's there for. Anyway, this is the Goldenrod department store, nothing real important here. However, there is a B1 and F down here that someone apparently got in trouble for playing, and I'm not actually showed the guy who got in trouble for it, but I don't care. Alright. So down here there are some hidden items. You might want to come pick them up. I don't know. You know, then again, you may not want to. I don't know. Okay, so you gotta get him to look in the direction of the Machoke to get the Machoke to move the box. Yeah, that's what a Machoke sounds like. For those of you who somehow did not know. So you get Ultra Ball, Aether, and Burn Heal. Pretty useful. Potions and Ethers. This is not Final Fantasy, the Crystal Chronicles. Alright. I hate interruptions. And they're constant in this house. Especially on the weekends when I'm old. That's the only time I'm able to record and everything. So let's... Anyway. Let's go. Fight. 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 Kill. Hey, you totally missed. Anyway. I wonder if I can find it. The Pokemon I'm looking for out here. Because I know I can find it in the daytime. I've tried looking for it at night. That hasn't bowled over too well for me. Oh well. I have no idea who that was. Give me a bit. Alright, Hoppip evolves to Skiploom, then evolves to Jumpluff. It is the first grass flying type ever. And after the evolutionary line, there have only been 2 more, as far as I can remember. One is a form change of a legendary. The other is Tropius, and it's not going to appear in this game, unless I'm a Pokewalker, and I don't have mine working. So, you're probably not going to see any of those, specifically Pokewalker Pokemon. At least during this run through. And let's switch and throw in Victor. Because, you know, Victor's just freaking awesome. You know, with his really lousy attack stat and no special attacks at all. Yeah, Hoppip, about as useful as a magic part because it learns Slash as well. I say that Hoppip is actually a pretty good Pokemon. Skiploom, you can actually go to one of the gyms later in Oh, we finally see a new Pokemon. Not really. The last one was new as well. This is another Grass-type starter Pokemon. And for those of you who somehow do not know what this is, that's really ridiculous because everyone seems to know these 3. This is Bulbasaur, Grass Poison type. Introduced in the very first Pokemon game as a starter option. So, Bulbasaur is pretty tough, actually. Honestly, I still think it was better than Chikorita. Anyway, but Bulbasaur's, it's not much of a difference other than a type change. And Bulbasaur actually has a better set of attacks. It's also 3 levels higher than the others. But Bulbasaur is a pretty good Pokemon. I actually like it. However, I will say something right now. Overall, when it comes to sets of starters, so far, Kanto has been my least favorite set. They are perfectly well balanced on the chart of favorites, but they're like almost all in the lower half of it, so. In fact, they're all in the lower half of it. But I think Bulbasaur, I know Bulbasaur and Squirtle are both above Charmander. Yeah, I don't like a lot of popular Pokemon, except for Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil, Piplup, Snivy. What? I don't know.
One of the things I have my TV other than I do not is I want you to every time
Maybe enough. But hey.
I'm not very refined by doing anything about my life. I'm giving myself a couple of steps and I'm giving myself listen to what messages.
Okay.
But I'm going to rest. There's a lot. Stay inside. You can get up. You can go down.
Alright.
You get it done. I know, but you want to get it done. Because I'm doing
Yeah. Hand options. I've said it before. I'll say it a million times before this run through's over. But count out the number of times I say I hate interruptions, period. The number might legitimately be over 900 right now. Oh. What? Oh. No one. Oh yeah, I have to people constantly interrupt. People just get on there sometimes with them. And they're like, people who always, everyone else's business get on my nerves, then they get me in business. I hate it when people do that. Just insane. You know, it's like people complain about people complaining. Just mind screw. But anyway. Not a very tough fight. Only has a side outcome. I think we've already seen it. If not, I'll go ahead and go over it. It's a water-type Pokemon, evolves to Golduck. I don't know the level exactly. Though sometimes it's safe to say 40 because that's a level a lot of Pokemon seem to evolve at if they have only 2 evolutions. Do it in this stage. If you didn't choose Turtle at the start of the game, or if you did, I don't know. Psyduck, it may be a good option for someone to go with. It's capable of learning Psychic type attacks. It's capable of learning Shadow Ball. As a water type, it's able to learn Ice Beam. And it's capable of learning Surf as a water type. Now, come in here. I'm going to go ahead and go over this. Welcome to the coin game. It's evil. If you want to play the coin game, you come over here, directly across, and click. You get coins, it's a Voltorb flip game. And your prize options are Abra for 200, Sandshrew for 700, and Dratini for 2,100. Then this guy can give you either a TM or a held item. Substitute for 2,000, Sword Dance for 4,000, Rest for 6,000, and then Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt, all useful, for 10,000. And then, of course, you get Silk Scarf, Wide Lens, Metronome, and Zoom Lens. So, Dratini is a Dragon type. I've already gone over him, I think. Or somewhat, at least. So he's pretty useful. Okay. Something else about this that was not here in the original version. This is the Global Trade Station. Here you can do a number of things, but your Pokemon has to be in the Pokeball for it. The big one is back here. You can tell someone what your favorite Pokemon is. You can register your location at this globe. And you can trade Pokemon across the world here, only through Wi-Fi connection, no other way. So it might be useful. The problem with that is the only Pokemon you can actually ask for, or check to see if you can get, are, yeah. Oh, here's the Name Writer house. I totally forgot that was there. I wasn't paying attention. But the only ones you can ask for and check to see if anyone's offering. All ones you can check are Pokemon that are in your Pokedex already. So, scene period. So, we shall change Jaggery's name to Crikey because I keep messing that up. Good for you. Alright. So, let's come over to the gym. The gym leader is not here. I'm sorry, but your gym leader is in another building. Well, we're gonna end this off here. Go after the gym leader next time. Until then, 谢谢和再见.